Rampage. Started out Eddie Kingston versus Jake Hager. And during this match, which Eddie Kingston would get the win, they confirmed that Jericho versus Ortiz will have a hair versus hair match on Wednesday on Dynamite. Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, called out Toni Storm. Says that the next women's world champion will come from Team DMD. And some people took her calling out Toni Storm, saying that that someone had their grubby paws hands on a title that didn't belong to them. Some people took that she meant Jamie Hayter. But she did say that she was calling out Toni Storm when Tony Schiavone commented and said Toni Storm, and he got mocked for it, which was good. Jay Lethal and Santom Singh made his pro wrestling debut. He's 7'4" and was a former basketball player. They beat some team that I have no idea who they were. Definitely a squash match. Next would be Chris Statlander versus Red Velvet. And Chris Statlander would get the win. Hopefully this ends up with her in a TBS title match. Otherwise, what was the point? The main event was FTR and Trent Ritter versus Will Ospreay and Aussie Open. I guess they're from New Japan. FTR would get the win. Dynamite preview for this week currently. The hair versus hair match and the tag title 3-way ladder match. Jurassic Express, the Hardys, and the Young Bucks, which I don't know if that will happen now because Jeff Hardy was arrested and got a DUI today. Wardlow versus the Plaintiffs in a 20-on-1 handicap eliminator match. And another qualifier for the All-Atlantic Championship, Miro versus Ethan Page. It's quickly announced that for SmackDown, there would be 2 qualifying matches for Money in the Bank. Sheamus and Drew McIntyre, which would end in a no contest, a disqualification. Both of them getting disqualified, so none of the 2 qualified. And then the women's Money in the Bank qualifier was Lacey Evans versus Xia Li, and I immediately knew Lacey Evans was winning, considering this is her first match back since February 2021. There was an Intercontinental Championship, Ricochet and Gunther. I obviously knew and picked Gunther to win, and he did. And the main event would be Riddle versus Sami Zayn. If Riddle wins, he gets a title match next week on SmackDown. And if Sami wins, Riddle is barred from SmackDown for life. Sami was acting as an honorary member of the Bloodline and an Uce. Paige announced earlier before the show started that she would be leaving WWE, but she is not done wrestling. She's not 100% medically cleared, but she feels good, and she could potentially end up in AEW. Michael Cole and Pat McAfee confirmed that Cody would be out for 9 months. Lacey Evans finally made her return and beat Xia Li. Ronda Rousey was talking about Money in the Bank. Shotzi interrupted her. We got an impromptu match of Ronda and Shotzi. It was a great match. Ronda would win. Natalya would come out, put her in the sharpshooter. Ronda refused to tap, and then it was finally broken up. And they're making this build semi-interesting for Money in the Bank of Ronda versus Natalya, which is rumored to main event the premium live event. Max Dupree's segment was cut. Michael Cole said that he was stuck in Europe, which people took to mean it's definitely Cesaro. That's his first signee to his maximum promotion modeling whatever. Michael Cole noted that Roman Reigns is now at 650 days as the Universal Champion, and he has not had a title defense since winning the WWE title at WrestleMania. Lacey Evans, again, is the first of seven women to qualify for Money in the Bank, and this means there's 3 from each brand and potentially 1 returning, which I would guess would be Bayley. The whole Riddle thing being challenging, he challenged Roman at Money in the Bank, and now that's not happening because Roman's not going to be at Money in the Bank, but he's going to get the title match on TV. I see this as an issue because what are they going to do once he loses to Roman? They're not going to end a 650-day plus title reign on TV. Where's Riddle going to go? He can't go back to the tag team because the Usos take out all of his partners. They took out Randy. They took out Shinsuke. Boogs is still out. The tag team division for both sides, both rosters, both divisions are really bad right now. I thought Charlotte Flair was going to return to SmackDown tonight since Andrade did make an appearance Wednesday on Dynamite as the Joker in the Casino Battle Royale. And he got zero pop or reaction, by the way. But he looked good in the match. The Intercontinental Championship was a good match. It was produced by Zack Ryder. Ricochet has had zero chance of retaining. Gunther is talented. Hopefully he can elevate the title to where it was. And if he's booked correctly, that'll be great. Little Money in the Bank preview. The Raw Women's title, Bianca versus Ripley. SmackDown Women's title, Ronda versus Natalya. The women's ladder match is just Lacey Evans so far. The men's ladder match, no one, because neither Drew or Sheamus qualified.